This stallion reacts to the body language and the lift energy of his owner. The stallion expresses on the one hand the pride and the dignity with which he was regarded with so far, but at the same time it shows in his handling that the man has some difficulties to be accepted by the stallion. The horse experienced stud owner wanted to set rather a few limitations to his stallion, because he liked him very much, and he also was aware of the fact that he had taken him over from more violent owners. Does the stallion now consider the loose handling of the man as weakness? No, this is about something much more comprehensive. The stallion only shows here that the man is quickly overrun with his goodness because he does not know how to combine presence and competence to the same extent, which is needed for the peaceful guidance of a stallion. Through this, the stallion classifies the man as emotionally weak, and therefore the stallion cannot trust him with his life. The trust that horses place in each other is based on a constant presence, communication, and predictability. Humans, on the other hand, usually only react to 40% of the request of a horse, because most of the energy of humans is used in a much too stressed everyday life. All too often, people then fail to define their limits. When a horse points this out, it is often thought as being disrespectful, but the horse has not received any information in his language other than the man actually wishes for a close bond. The stallion here talks about hardened blockades of the man, which complicate his life and prevent him from reaching certain goals. The stallion classifies this as carelessness, and therefore he does not simply let the man guide him. Horses do not fight to annoy us or want something bad. No, they have to react to our behavior because their life is about survival and not about the goals that humans pursue. In a short visit on site, I was able to show the man more about a peaceful way of communicating with his stallion. Let's take a look at another case. While the woman here, full of joy, also wants only the best for her stallion, the liberty work with him turns out to be uncontrolled and chaotic. From the woman, many unconscious signals in the body language are sent out, and the stallion does not know whether he should fight her or show himself to her. With the euphoria of the woman, who with a high-pitched voice additionally sparks the action of the stallion whirls completely hysterical around her. The energy of the woman radiates unfulfilled longings for freedom, and at the same time the stallion feels her unused but existing suppressed power potential. Since the stallion enters the arena in a powerful way as well, this mixture reflects here in an almost destructive way. The stallion reacts highly sensitive to the chaotic body language and still tries to do justice to the woman's instructions somehow. The applied mixture of liberty dressage and other methods let the horse literally explode. This is not only dangerous for humans, but in the long run it also means a disturbance in the stallion's psyche and it strongly impairs his natural behavior. Full of stress, this stallion whirls around looking for redemption, which was not offered to him there, because the woman at that time lacked the background knowledge and awareness of the horse's feelings. After a coaching and a seminar at the Sally Horse School, the woman was able to understand much more how much information in this wild liberty work was being thrown at the stallion and how this had a negative effect on their relationship in the past. Since then, she tries to take care more consciously and gently of her own desires and work more calmly with her stallion. This woman also has to fight with her horse because he wants to show her with all his strength that she cannot and should not be allowed to take the lead, because all her awareness and responsiveness have been reduced to a minimum of human necessity. Since she too only wants the best for her sweetheart and was not willing to subordinate the high-ranking gelding with a method and obedience for a longer period of time, the gelding is testing her now with one strategy after another to see where the new path is leading. Horses point with their resistance again and again out where we have left our nature. As long as they see a chance to express it, they have an endless vocabulary to express their opinion with their body language. We can have the most honorable intentions. A horse wants to see how we put it into practice, what we mean well in our daily actions. The horse quickly recognizes here between being or pretending. It tests us for our social skills and how we take care of ourselves by questioning us from time to time. If we are awake, present and in touch, we are always in contact with what the horse needs, but many have unlearned it and follow automatisms that for a horse no longer relate to the necessity of the moment. Trust in the honesty of your horse for once, and you have the chance to start a new path to success by learning to act more consciously in the future, and therefore will see conscious results. In our school, I have helped many people to success through the translated messages of their horse. Allow yourself to invest all of your time in yourself and your horse, and maybe you will not want to let go of it once you have realized how much is in it for you. If you would like to develop yourself further, then your horse will start exactly where you need it now, and how you can put it into practice you will learn in my online seminars or in a personal coaching with me. Well, now after 6 days, I can say I have found what I've been looking for over 25 years. I was always convinced in my head and in my heart that there is a way to work with horses without punishment, without force and without violence, and every teacher, every trainer, every horse owner told me that it is never possible to not use violence. You always have to use violence to make a horse soft. You always have to treat it hard and all of those things. Now after these 6 days, I know I was not wrong. It really exists. I am extremely happy to have found that and hope that I can make something good out of it.
Ich bin extrem glücklich darüber, das gefunden zu haben und hoffe, dass ich was Gutes daraus machen kann. Danke, Sandra.
Thank you very much, Alexandra. Thank you to all of you. The seminar was extremely interesting. A lot comes out of it. It is a pity that the handling of the sensitive horses is so hard in most stables. I am also glad that I was here. There is a gentle way for me and the horse now. Now it is just a matter of putting it into practice and cultivating it at home. Thank you very much. Hello, I am now unfortunately at the end of these 6 days. If someone would ask me if I would do it again, immediately. I am also very sorry because I would actually like to stay for another 6 days and do it again, because right now I feel so intensely invested in the subject. I've had horses for over 40 years, and that opened my eyes now to how to deal with a horse in a different way. I don't have a serious problem or have come with no big horse problems. I just wanted to get a different point of view, and that happened 100%. I hope to stay in contact with the Stallion school and to be able to take courses more often. Well, I was not quite sure at first if chi horsing would be such a solid teaching, but I saw the videos on YouTube in advance and I was impressed and convinced. I also have to say that in the seminar, I felt that the content of the seminar conveyed a depth that I had already experienced from my own experiences, and it also confirmed me in my attitude towards horses and riding. I also felt that the inner attitude is the most important thing, because I have often reached my limits. For the practical part, I also found that the exercises were obviously very natural for the horses. This impressed me very much. I would have liked the exercise sequences to be a bit more extensive. Apart from that, I also found it all very harmonious and round. I also found that the mindfulness that is brought to the animals is also brought to the humans. It was all very beautiful. The chi horsing seminar was very good for me. At first I thought it would be probably complicated, but it was not. I was able to understand it very quickly and the whole thing was logical. Bringing the exercises over from heart to heart, to do them in feeling, to get the feeling for dealing with the animals, I found it very logical and, well, comprehensible. It was very great, and I also found the harmony in the group very nice. I was the only man in this group and accepted very well. Thank you very much.